Hi there, welcome back to Hugh's Nursery, and today I'm going to be making a strawberry planter out of an old rain butt water storage. And the problem with this is that it had a leak, so we bought a new one. But my dad actually had an idea of we can just turn it into a strawberry planter, and that's what I'm going to do today. And also there's a sort of a slight twist to a normal strawberry planter. I haven't seen this before, it's probably been done, but it's going to sort of compost at the same time. So the basic idea is put down like green materials and then brown materials up in the middle, and then surround the outside with nice compost that we've made. And in that way we're hoping that this can carry on feeding itself for another few years. It's just basically an experiment, but I just thought I'll bring you along and show you how to do this anyway. And yeah, let's just get started by drilling some drainage holes. And to make the holes, it's about half an inch to an inch in diameter, and it's just any holes really to make a nice drainage amount. And I'm going to probably do about 8 here, and this is just quite an old drill, but let's do this. So there are all the drainage holes ready, and now we're going to be making the holes where we're going to be planting the strawberries. Right, so now it's time to drill the holes. I've done one already, and the problem with this is that it needs to you need to turn it off at the power each time and just pull it out because it will like catch the plastic. But not actually sure how wide this is. It'll be on the screen now how wide this hole is. But I think I'm going to do them staggered. So I'm going to have one there, but like one there, and there'll be 4 to start off with on each row. And then if I need a bit more, I think there's a couple more gaps, I might just add those on. But it's better to basically do a bit too many at first, and then you end up having to go somewhere and you don't have a power source. Well, for us at least, because it's quite an old drill. But it's really simple drilling them in. I'll probably say have one about there. Okay, so just find it. Okay, so I hope you can see I've got 3 holes here that I've drawn out, and the diameter of them will be on the screen for you now. I'm not quite sure, can't tell you straight away. But we're hoping to have at least 4 holes all the way around per line. So there'll be like 4 along here, 4 along here, and 4 along here. So that's going to mean we're going to have at least 12 holes. But if there are any more spaces, I might add a couple more. But it's just really what suits you and what you want, and how many plants you have. So I'm going to try and make it staggered so it just isn't all symmetrical, so it's a bit more aesthetically appealing. And I'm going to then put my next hole probably about there. So get the drill, just check it's about in line. And there we have it. So I'm just going to carry on drilling all the way around and come back to you after I've finished. So here's a strawberry planter. We've put it on some bricks for support, and it's a Y shape so it spreads out the weight. But we've got 2 wheelbarrows here. We've got compost and some weeds, and basically this is going to be like a self-feeding strawberry planter. We're going to, in the middle, we'll put layers of compost and some newspaper and a bit of water to make it damp, and keep on stacking it up like a compost bin, a bit like a lasagna. And then around the outsides we're going to be filling it with some nice organic nutritious compost that we made here. And in that way it saves you really having to feed as much. But if you do actually want to turn it into a composter, instead of planting strawberries where they're like perennials, you can plant like lettuce or some other annuals which can grow out the side, and then in the winter you can turn it out and then you have some really nice compost. So let's start layering up the weeds and the newspaper. So first we're going to be putting a layer of stones in. Don't need too many, that'll be fine. And now we're going to start putting the weeds in and around the middle. Now make sure the weeds, if they are flowering, that's alright, but if they do have any seeds on them, try not to put them in because you don't want them to start growing. Okay, so put like a nice layer, a bit like that on. And then we're going to go get a bit of paper. I might actually need a bit more. Paper and cardboard and stuff like this. Now it will be quite difficult for me to reach down, but anyway, just gonna give it a little water. Okay, and now we're gonna start putting some nice compost around the edges. So drop it around the edges there and keep on doing that as you go around. So we finished. Now there's compost on the outside, and then inside are all the weeds that we've got and the layers of cardboard and stuff. And it seems pretty sturdy actually. I'm just rocking this. It isn't going to fall off in any wind really because it's pretty heavy, this thing. And now we got to plant it up. But quickly before that, before I forget, the good thing about this is that at the top here there's more space for growing stuff, so I'm probably you could maybe plant a few herbs or look at some companion plants that will actually help your strawberries grow. So now let's start planting it up then. We got some here. Basically planting them is pretty simple. You can wear a glove if you want or something, but just make a hole that you want and then stick in your strawberry plant. Simply like that. Now that is so easy. What you might want to do is to give them a soak. This is what I've done for the rest of them. See, here's another plant, okay? So just gonna make a little gap. Make sure you've got everything. Stick it in and then put some compost around. And then I'm just gonna carry on planting this using this really simple and quick method. And so here we finally have it. We've got all sorts of strawberries. It is looking a bit untidy at the moment, and don't be worried if they do wilt a bit because that's only natural because it's a bit of a shock from transplanting. But like in a day or two these will poke up, and I hope to do a couple of update videos as the months go by. Maybe in like a month or 2 months I'll do another update video. Like this is it's a different variety to this and different things, but I just really enjoyed making this. It was so fun to watch the transformation from a leaky water barrel to turning into a 24 square foot type strawberry planter, and yeah, just a whole lot of fun. I hope you can try this out. If you want to try and find these, you can look at factories or that work with oil, well not oil, but any sort of factories that you see using these barrels. You can pick them quite cheap on Free Cycle or Craigslist. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Goodbye.